Hello, everyone. I hope your day was great and your evening better. So I was in Hard Candy on their site, and they've changed their homepage. So of course, all the Halloween product is gone, and now they've got all new product on their site, palettes, and all different kind of things. But the one thing that has not changed is this FM Fantasy Makers glitter palette from Wet n Wild. These glitter palettes are still there in the news section. They brought them out again after being on their site all through October. In the news section, they brought them out again in the news section of their site. So they're selling them again for another month as new product. All right. So I've done an excuse me, an entire series on these glitter palettes and the things about them. Like, they're not for use around eyes or lips. It says that on the back of the palettes. They are not for use right down here where it says cruelty free and not tested on animals. At the top, the very first sentence, it says not for use around eyes or lips, all right? So this is not eyeshadow. It's not eye glitter, all right? And it's not for use on your mouth. And I also have done a video showing you the product, how it applies, that the product doesn't set. It's gooey. It comes in a goo like gel. I've applied with my finger to do swatches. I've also used the applicator. That it does. It comes with this applicator. I've used the applicator and my finger to do swatches, and as you can see, I've done a lot of swatches with these, and I also used a brush. And I mean, they just are not quality glitter. It's not quality glitter. The palette isn't quality. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to swatch these, all right? And then I'm going to swatch another palette that is a good palette, and that is Hard Candy's Glitteratzi gel glitter palette. All right. Now, Walmart has these in store right now, and there's several different glitter palettes that they have. These palettes come in 4 or 5 different glitter palettes. So I'm going to swatch Wet n Wild's palette, and then I'm going to swatch this palette to show you what the difference is, and how this palette is so much better. So this palette is about $5, all right? And this palette is Call Me Sparkles. That's the name of this palette. But there are several different palettes that they have in store at Walmart. So if you want a glitter palette that is a good glitter palette that does what it says, and I don't even use glitter glue with this. You can use this on shadow. You can use it on just with this glitter, and no glitter glue or anything. I just apply it right to my eye and it stays. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm not even going to use a brush. I can try with the applicator. I'll do that first, but I'm probably just going to use my finger to swatch these, and then I'm going to swatch the Hard Candies glitter, and I will show you the difference. But in my opinion, the Hard Candy palette is worth the purchase. That is what I think. Okay, so to start, I'm going to swatch. I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to start with the pink, and I'm going to use the applicator first, and then I'm going to use my finger. So this is what the applicator looks like, all right? And I've not seen any good reviews. Okay, now, when it goes on the applicator, it looks good. It looks good when it goes on, okay? See how that looks? But it doesn't look good. It doesn't stay that way though. Okay? And there is a gel that it's in. It's a really gooey gel that doesn't set. You know, you need your glitter to set. All right, so that is what the red looks like. Then going in to, there's gray. I'm trying to get the glitter off of the applicator. All right, so there might be a little red with the gray. Okay, this is the gray is next, and I'm going to swatch it right next to the red. All right, so that is the gray. That's what the gray looks like. All right, and then the next is red, and then the purple. All right, and you can see this is the side where the red is, and it looks like a whip there on the side. I'm going to set it a different way so you can see the product and how it acts. The gel acts. It's see that? I mean, it just isn't a good product. All right, I'm about ready to swatch the pink. No, it's red. Apologies, it's red. Okay, so that's the best I can do. It's just a gooey mess. Okay, now the next I'm going to swatch is the purple. All right, so, and you know, see how it behaves. It's all, see that? I mean, okay. All right, so I put the purple next to my hand right there. Okay, so a deeper purple and then a blue are the last two. All right. And as you can see how it looks on the applicator, um it's just not I don't know what they did with this. I really don't. All right. So that is the purple and one last one, the blue. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if I will swatch every single glitter. I'm going to put them up side by side. This is probably the best swatch yet that this has done. The blue, it's probably the best thus far. Okay, now I'm going to get a wipe and I'm going to wipe this off, and then I'm going to put hard candy beside Wet n Wild to show you the difference in the swatches. Just a minute. All right, I'm going to, just a minute, I'm going to get a wipe so I can clean this off. All right, so I have wiped that glitter off, And now I'm going to show you the difference. All right, so I'm going to swatch these with my finger, all right, so you can see. All right, so the first I'm going to swatch, I'm going to do the blue. I'm going to do the blue. See? All right. So, this glitter is quite a bit different. This also has somewhat of a gel, but the texture is different. Okay, see that? There's no goo. It's glitter. Now, I'm going to put the glitter in a swatch on my arm so you can see it. And the difference there is. All right. This is hard candy. All right. And then I'm going to use the applicator with this because it's just... All right. Here we go. You know, this could be a really great product, this Wet n Wild glitter, but I don't know. The gel is just really gross. Okay. The difference between Wet n Wild and hard candy. Look at that. Hard candy is completely wearable. It looks good, and Wet n Wild. Okay, so I'm going to another one now. So, and I'm matching these up with reason. Okay, I'm going to do a pink. Now, the pink in this is a little bit different than the pink in this palette, but I'm going to put them side by side so you can see them. Okay, so I guess it's not a pink. I guess that's supposed to be a purple. All right, so this is... No, that's right. Okay. I'm going to do the pinky purple one. And then I'm going to, okay. This is the color I'm doing now. And it looks purple there. It's not. It's this color on the bottom next to the gold. All right. Okay. So I'm going to swatch that. Okay, and just using my finger. Oh, and it came right off my finger, by the way. Just using my finger. There it is, right there. Look at that. Look how pretty. Sparkly. All right. Now I'm going to take and swatch this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it right beside this. All right. There you go. Okay. And if you think my finger can do better, I'll try it with that and see how well that works. All right. Okay, this is what it looks like on my finger. Okay. That's what it looks like. Let me get a little bit more. This is what it looks like on my finger. Okay. As you can see, it's really gooey. All right, I'm going to put a swatch on the opposite side of hard candy. All right, that's my finger. The applicator did better, not much. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe these off, and I'm going to swatch a few more again to show you the difference, and we'll wrap this up. All right, so I've wiped the swatches off, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead. I don't really have a gray, so I'm going to swatch something else. Oh, and the hard candy palette does have a mirror in it, so you can see. I'm going to swatch next to the blue. And then I'm just going to pick a random, not random, but just a glitter on the opposite side. That is all. In fact, I think I'll swatch. I've got 3 more swatches I'm going to do of hard candy, so you can see hard candy, you know, and how great. I think the palette is completely worth the purchase. I do. That is my opinion. I mean, I think that the palette is a good palette. All right, so this is the other colors with hard candy. I think, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? These are 4 eyes. All right, this is an eye palette, but you can use it on other parts of your body too. So, in my opinion, it is completely worth the purchase. And, okay, so now I'm going to swatch a couple more Wet and Wild. All right, so, well, I guess I did. Okay, so let me go ahead and do the gray again. And I'll put the gray, yeah, I guess I'll do above. The gray is probably the most decent color in here. And the most easiest to swatch, I guess, but it still isn't great. Look at hard candy. Look how beautiful that is. And look at that. All right, I'm going to swatch one more. Since I've swatched the blue, I think I'm going to swatch the purple at the bottom. And I think I'll put it next to um, um, there, right on my wrist there. That and that, and then those. I mean, the choice is so obvious. It's just. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more swatch so you can get a really, really good look. I'm going to swatch my finger, so you can get a really close up. Okay, so I'm going to take the really dark one at the top, okay? And I'm going to swatch it on my finger so you can see it up close. And I mean, look at that. All right. Okay, so this is the way the applicator looks now. So, okay, now I'm going to swatch again with hard candy. I don't have a gray, but I'm going to use, I'll swatch again using um, the gold. Since I didn't swatch the gold before, I'll swatch the gold now. Oops. You can really, really get a lot on your finger if you dig in too much. So if you do get the hard candy palette, keep that in mind because it applies really, really easily on your finger. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply this on my finger so you can see how well it goes on. Hard candies. I mean, the choice is just really, I mean, you can just see how clear it is. All right. The gold, hard candy, and then Wet and Wild. All right. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and swatch for you the rest of the colors in Hard Candies palette so that you can get a good view of this specific palette of mine. They have several other palettes um, in this Glitteratzi gel palette. I don't remember what the names are of the other palettes, but I'm going to swatch the pink. It's unfortunate that this glitter palette of Wet n Wild's, is the way it is, because I mean, their glitter palette could have really been something. It could have really did well, and I mean, they just didn't. So okay, so I'm going to swatch the other colors so you can see them, and then we will wrap up this video. Okay, so I showed you the gold. I'm going to show you I think that's the blue. I'll show you the blue. All right. My fingers, I got a lot of blue. I got a lot of blue on my fingers, so let me pull that up here. All right. So you saw the gold. All right. And now the other colors. And the blue, I apologize, didn't swatch as well, but I've got Wet n Wild's. I'm still wiping that off, so I think this palette is completely worth it. So, all right, everybody, that is all for this video. I just wanted for you to get a very good close-up of the difference in the palettes, and how a good palette swatches and how a not good palette swatches. And if you're interested in this palette at all, or the other palettes that Heart Candy has, they are in store at Walmart. So but I also want to show you that Takeoff, I'm using a wipe and I'm taking it off, but it does wipe off. It does come off. But I just want you to know it is glitter, so you might have to use 1 or 2 wipes. All right, everyone, that is all for this video. I just wanted to show you and to be absolutely clear with you, what this palette is about, and, what it's like, and, just, the type of product it is and what it does. And, so, that is all, and also that it is not eye color. All right. It is not for use. They have the disclaimer at the bottom. Not for use around eyes or lips. It is not eyeshadow or eye glitter. All right. All right. This, on the other hand, is an eye palette. It says, the multi-use shimmering glitters are long-lasting, packed full of vibrant sparkles. The formula glides on effortlessly, helps create show-stopping looks. Wear alone or mix and match. Used for face and body. So, it is an eye palette. Alright, everyone. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Welcome, new subs. Welcome to my new subs. Incoming subs, welcome. Alright, everybody. Have a great evening, and I will see you in my next video.